So I took the first step. There's no going back now. Upon the advice of my shelter friend, I called my mom's social worker, and after my mom had forbade me to do that, so I basically did it behind my mom's back, hoping that the social worker would agree to a private meeting with me, but that didn't happen because I left a message basically saying, I'm, Samantha's daughter Laura, and I have legitimate, concerns in regards to the dynamics taking place between my half-aunt Marion and my mom, and, blah, 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 whatever. But my mom's social worker didn't call me. I had said I had my mom's phone that day, and the social worker actually called. I said I'd have it till 4. She called after 4, so obviously she is not somebody who, my friend thought that she would, because she would want to meet with me privately, but no, she called my mom to set up a meeting with my mom. The fact of the matter is my mom is not going to voluntarily. The social worker should have been mature and agreed to meet with me first, so she would know what to ask my mom when she met with my mom privately. She has no idea. She has no idea. This is all a secret, But when I saw that she had called, I confessed to my mom. I said, Mom, I called your social worker. Mom got mad. She's like, what do you want to get involved in my business for? Mom, so long as you're a fucking half-sister who has been my enemy for half my life, pretty much, has complete power over you to the degree that you are not knowledgeable about the kind of power she actually has over you and how that power she has over you can ultimately affect me, your daughter, then I have to get involved in your business. My Aunt Marion's completely involved in your business, okay? And you have the right, since you say you love me more than anything else in the world, to make knowledgeable decisions. You have a right to have all the facts before you just keep continuing on and on, getting older and having more memory loss. Well, Marion has complete control, not only power of attorney over you, adorable, the strongest she can make, but healthcare proxy as well. You don't remember signing either of those documents. You have no recollection at all. I have to get involved, and as my shelter friend said, I said, this shit's gonna hit the fan. I did it. I contacted my mom's social worker against my mother's will, behind my mother's back. So now it's out in the open. Now there's no turning back. And because this woman obviously is not going, she doesn't know me from Adam, she's not going to meet with me privately. I found out where I stood, didn't I? And I left her another message. So at least when she meets with my mom, she's going to know what's going on and then see how my mom responds. Here's the message I left, more or less. Hi Karen, it's Laura, my last name again. Since you called my mother and didn't call me, because I had said I gave her my email address and I said, I'll have my mom's phone today, this was yesterday, till 4 if you want to contact me privately. Nope, she didn't do it. She called after 4 intentionally, so now I know where I stand. Anyway, I guess I got my answer from you, and that's fine. I confessed to my mother that I'd secretly called you against her wishes, and she plans to call you on Monday. It was my good friend who, who had advised, she had advised me, she knows some things about the law, she had advised me that before I went and hired an attorney, I should at least try to arrange a private meeting with you, my mom's social worker, so that I could share with you my legitimate concerns regarding my mentally ill mother's health and well-being. So what you really need to know, Karen, is that my half-aunt Marion did not gain this absolute power of my mother via the court system. Marion's husband is a notary, and my mother admittedly has absolutely no recollection of signing either the durable power of attorney or the healthcare proxy that my Aunt Marion has had over my mother for many years. And there have been things going on, quote-unquote, behind the scenes in my family. But this isn't something, this isn't the kind of information that my mother would ever voluntarily offer up to you, or even to her psychologist or psychiatrist for that matter. And then I said, this is all amazing. And as far as I'm concerned, my mother, who has thus far been kept completely in the dark about, kept in the dark about too much, deserves the ability to be knowledgeable. Deserves the ability to make knowledgeable decisions when it comes to something that so greatly affects not only her life, but also the life of me, her only child, whom she says she loves more than anything else in the world. Okay, and actually I like this better. It says, well, I just said it's pretty much what I said on the answer machine, but, let's see, as far as I'm concerned, my mother deserves to be able to make knowledgeable decisions when it comes to something that so greatly affects not only my mother's entire life, but also the life of me, her only child, whom she says she loves more than anything in the world. This wasn't good. Oh, this is what I like about it. It's too late now. My mother has no recollection of signing any of these documents, and my mother deserves to make a knowledgeable decision when it comes to something that so greatly affects not only my mother's life, but my life as well, since I'm her only child, whom she says she loves more than anything else in the world. See, that sounds better, but I was doing this last night, That actually sounds better than when I say the life of me, her only child. This is just the grammar, whatever you call it, the grammar person. I'm an English major who wants it to sound better, but it's better when you don't sound like you're reading from a script anyway. So when I was saying, I said a lot and whatnot, and I think I told her also that my mom's aware that I plan to hire an attorney, that I'm not keeping my mom a secret. Oh, by the way, when my mom, would you have to get involved in my business? I said, Mom, I'm doing this. I'll leave. I won't try to convince you to let me stay. I won't argue with you. I'll simply leave. I need to have closure on this. So I did it. The shit's gonna hit the fan. It's gonna, as my shelter friend put it, it's gonna get ugly. No matter how you look at it, it's gonna get ugly. But this is life, Like I told her, her mom's social worker on the earlier message, my mom wants to have her cake and eat it too. She doesn't want me to do this. But that's tough. I don't have to have her permission to do this. I don't have to. She's mentally ill. She's been schizophrenic for 34 years. Marion has all this power over her, and my mother deserves to at least make knowledgeable decisions, at least understand the kind of power that Marion has over her, and how that can ultimately affect not only my mother, and it has already affected my mother in ways I've already explained to you guys. My mother shouldn't, my mother shouldn't fear the person who has power of attorney over her. She shouldn't feel invoking that person's wrath. She shouldn't have to sit on my bed and when I'm saying, why did you back down, Mom? We have a right to handle this potential that you're potentially a victim of identity fraud and smear and put it off. It didn't do it month after month after month. They made bullshit excuses and said, oh, I called Congress and stupid shit that makes me suspicious. Ultimately, she hadn't done anything wrong, but so what? Her reaction proved to me that I'm right, saying about me when she thought for a second that I might be encouraging my mom to have some autonomy and stand up to her. My mom, Marianne, she's a damn bitch. She's my power of money. I'm never going out of there. It's gonna get ugly. Win or lose, at least I'll have closure. And I left not a long message, a minute or a couple minutes, whatever, on the social worker's machine because she doesn't know me from Adam, and I wanted to convince her that I wasn't like talking out of my ass or something, so she would actually contact me, but she didn't. She contacted my mom, left a message after, closer to 4:30. I don't want to have to do any of this. I wish none of this was taking place. My mother knows the best thing, what's in my best interest, that affects my mother not at all, that would affect my mom not at all and protect me. It's to make damn sure not only that there's a will, but put this house in a living trust for me. She won't dare say anything to me. And from how Marion reacted a month ago to something very small, I said, Mom, now I don't want you to say anything. I don't want to give her a heads up. Because you do that, her claws are going to come out. They already came out in the smallest fucking thing. Okay? It's not right. It's not right. This thing is not right all across the board. It's not right. I'll leave. I won't stop loving my mom. I won't be out of her life. But she pushes me and my I'll leave. I'll leave. I have the means to leave. This family is not going to control me anymore. I'll leave. Mom scratched her eye this morning. And she goes, I scratched my eye on a branch. And she's making no big deal, like a little scratch on her eye. No. I said, Mom, you gotta put something on that. It's right bleeding, like a big bloody thing right there. She could have seriously damaged her. She could have blinded herself. She gotta be more careful. I said, Mom, if your eye start, that was not even, that was a 100th of an inch. It was a big bloody thing right there. I said, Mom, if your eye starts hurting, whatever you call it, it's not an emergency. Like, you have to pay, you have to call the ambulance. I said, you call a taxi and you go to the hospital. So I'm taking off for the day. She's gotta be more careful. Your eyes are so scratched. I bet you're not right next to it. She's like, oh, I scratched mine underneath mine. No, it's not under you, right? You didn't even look, Mom. It's all bloody right in there. You came within 100th of an inch. I mean, you came a needle's point from scratching your actual eye. You can blind yourself, but at the very least, you can, if she scratched it that bad, it's all bloody. Can you imagine if she had scratched her actual eye? She's gotta be more. She wants, and I said to her, and you want to drive? She was talking again about driving last night. I said, Mom, I told you when I was still in California 2 years ago, whatever, how I felt about you driving again. I said, I can't stop you and your stupid fucking sister, Accidents happen, Samantha. Get around the car. My mom has bad reflexes. She's on 3 powerful psych meds. She's 66, going to be 67, and she's always been a bad driver when she was younger. It's only gotten worse. And I said, fine, whatever, Mom, I can't stop you, but I won't drive with you, not even to the store. Nope. On principle alone, Mom, you get a car, I will not step into that car. Because I do not want you driving, you know, and I'm the only one who fucking cares. Your family did. You drive fine, Samantha. Mary didn't know. I said, Mom, has Mary never driven with you in her life? No. You drive fine, Samantha. Get him, accidents happen, get a rental car. Just brush and decide that my mom was in an accident that was her fault. And then less than a year later, just a few months later, she totaled her car in an accident that was her fault. And wanna know why the accident happened? She was in unfamiliar territory. You have to have reflexes, quick reflexes. You have to be able to think. You have to notice things, pay attention. You think I want my mom driving? She didn't realize that she had dropped her dog's leash and the dog was 10 feet behind her. This was a month ago. I don't want her driving. Now she scratched her eye on a branch. She would have had bloody in there. You know, watch out. You have to pay attention. Driving is scary for even people who are the best drivers. I don't want her driving. And Marion's like, oh, accidents happen, Samantha. Just get a rental car. But that was typical Marion. I think I was surprised at that. No, I was beside myself. I have videos out here. This happened when I was in Albany, okay? And my mom didn't get a car. She didn't get one, but she should have been driving. She didn't realize that she had dropped her dog's leash and wasn't walking her dog anymore. The dog was 10 feet behind her. This happened a month ago. After I had warned her, I'm sorry, but she should not be driving. And I don't like my family's blasé attitude when it comes to my fucking mentally ill mother, who is on 3 fucking powerful psychotics for me. Daily cocktail. Prolixin, Depakote, and Spirit. She didn't even look. She said, oh, I scratched my eye under, and she's making it out like it was underneath her eye. No, it's all right there. A bloody thing right there. That means she came within a thing of scratching her fucking eye on a branch. She should have been watching out for. Okay? A couple weeks ago, she swallowed too big of a thing, and I was sound asleep in here, and she could have choked to death. It just shows you how easily things can happen. I don't want her driving. I don't care if it'd be convenient for her to be able to drive us to the store or whatever. I don't want her driving. She got into one accident that was her fault. A few months later, she totaled her car. She should not be driving, period. Anyone who has that bad of awareness or whatever doesn't realize her dog is 10 feet behind her. I was walking home. Why would I think she had dropped the leash? She didn't realize. One thing, dropped the leash. She didn't realize her dog was right there. I want her to. You have to have quick reflexes. You have to be aware. She made an excuse while I was in unfamiliar territory, and she told me those things. And it was dark, whatever. You're always gonna have when you're driving. There can be the unfamiliar, the unexpected happen. You have to be prepared at all times for the worst. People are mean. Doll's mom's older than my mom. Doll's mom was a fantastic driver. Fantastic. I drove with her. I felt a great, terrific driver. And my mom is not. Never been. I won't step in the car with her. She'll be getting a car completely against my wishes. There's $5,000 extra in the bank for the money she got for totaling a car. She can get a car. I won't drive with her ever. On principle alone, ever. But not even if I need the fucking ride. I will not. She shouldn't be driving, period. Marry the fucking cunt. I don't want anything to do with her. She's a conniving bitch. She is with power argument. I'm gonna have her run out of there. It's done. It's gonna get ugly. I made it out in the open. I called my mom's social worker behind my mom's back. And my mom says to me, why do you have to get involved in my business? Because Marion is completely involved in your business, Mom. What do you want from me? I'll leave. I will leave. I will leave. I love you. I'll never stop loving you, but I will leave. And I will still do this. I just won't be doing it well here. I didn't. I bit the bullet. I had my mom's phone, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. Did I say the right things over the machine? Who knows? You know, I did the best I could. At least it's out, you know, it's not a secret anymore. It's not a secret. I'm tired of this shit. I don't have to sit and have my mother crying her eyes out of my bed just because my mother had told Marion that my mother and I were going to handle something that Marion should have handled 6 months prior, beforehand, and didn't. Gave my mother run around, gave her bullshit excuses, gave her what? Okay? Marion is not my mother's daughter. I am. Marion is not my mother's daughter. She cannot crawl back into my mother's womb and become my mother's daughter, as my brilliant musician ex so eloquently put it.